Paula Baz at 92.9, the station paying your bills. If you've registered 99.com.au, we'll be paying some more bills at 8:35 this morning.
Hey, we are completely pumped because we've got a couple of blokes in the studio that are fresh off the plane from the London 2012 Olympics. They make up parts of the men's hockey team, the Kookaburras. We have Fergus Kavanagh, player, and Rick Charlesworth, coach. Thanks for joining us, fellas.
No worries.
It's a pleasure.
Now, Rick, I'm not going to make any secret about this, but I have been absolutely pumped about the concept of being in a studio with you. Your rap sheet is phenomenal. We're talking Olympic medals for the Hockeyroos, the Kookaburras. You've worked with the Freo Footy Club. You've been a member of federal parliament. I'm going to gush over you for the next 4 minutes and consider that a warning.
Well, thank you very much.
And you know what you did?
haven't had much gushing recently.
Well, actually, and I remember, Fergus, did you have this same thing? Or you grew up in Geraldton, did you?
Yeah, I grew up in
Because I grew up in Perth, and I went to Our Lady of Grace in North Beach, and I'm sure I remember you coming and doing some talks at different primary schools around the place. Rick? Did you used to do that, or is that was in my dreams?
Yeah, probably was in your dreams, sweetie. But I think that that probably happened.
And you know, how do you feel about the achievement of the Hockeyroos? I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. Well, you know what you've done.
Well, you're talking about the Kookaburras.
Sorry,
you were just tricking us, yes.
Sorry.
But well, you know, we aim for the big prize, and so we're disappointed we didn't get to the main game. But anyone who can win an Olympic medal does well, and so we're very pleased with that. But yeah, it's also a little bit tinged with disappointment. I think Fergus would feel that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bittersweet moment. You're stoked to have an Olympic medal, but wish it was another colour. But
let's not talk it down, Fergus, because you've brought the bronze medal in today. I mean, it is a phenomenal achievement. I mean, did you think that one day you would be able to stick that in your cabinet?
no, probably like 10 years ago or something. No, I would have never thought to have been to Olympics, let alone have Olympic medals. So, yeah, no, I'm absolutely pumped to have it, and I do have a great sense of achievement.
Are you going to wear it out, like to the pub and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my friends
drinks?
will wear it out, that's for sure.
Well, they've all been wearing them except for one of the boys. Unfortunately, he seems to have mislaid his.
Oh no!
Already?
Yeah.
What? Can you name and shame? Can you do that?
I think we can.
Yeah, do it. It's 92.9. We do things like that all the time.
Yeah, he's my roommate from Queensland, Matt Goads, and he thinks he's put it in. We get a bag to send home in the freight.
Yes.
And he hopes that it's in there.
Because there's nowhere else.
Rick, do you get a medal as coach?
God, no.
No?
No.
What do you get as coach?
Well, a fair bit of criticism, I suppose. But no. I had my time as a player, and I've got one of those.
So now, forgive me if I'm
from
mistaken.
A long time ago.
Silver medal in Montreal.
That's right. Yeah, and that was. I mean, we're a bit spoilt in recent time because that was an Olympics we went to, and nobody in Australia won a gold medal.
Oh wow.
Well,
You know.
my dad brought that up actually, Rick. And he said he was trying to remember which Olympics it was that happened, and he said, I think it was Montreal. You'd want to do your research, Lisa. So I just went away and watched Big Brother and did no research.
Right.
So you've just filled me in on that. So thanks, Rick.
Good job there, Lisa.
Because can we just talk about that for a bit? You know, because a lot of people have said the games were disappointing. As Australians, we have such high expectations on all of our athletes, and the achievements, especially in swimming, weren't what we expected. Are they too high, do you reckon, Rick? Should we as Australians, because you're the athletes and you're the coaches, should we not expect that much?
Well, I think that, you know, as I said, in Montreal we won 5 medals in total, or 4 in total, and 1 was silver and 3 were bronze. So that was the nadir, if you like, the bottom of it for Australian sport. Since then we've done pretty well.
Yeah.
Institute of Sport was established, a whole lot of other things happened. We won 35 medals at this Olympics. We were
correct
in the list of medals won by countries. We're about 6th. That's pretty damn good. Yeah. And per head of population, you know, except for countries like Grenada and small places in the West Indies, New Zealand and Australia were right up there at the top of the list per head of population. We're doing pretty well, but there's this obsession with the gold medal,
correct.
And understandably, you know, everyone wants to be the Olympic champion. And so there were, I don't know, 15, 16 silver medals, something like that. Well, those people were, you know, a fraction away from winning a gold medal. And sometimes that's the way it falls. So I don't think all the beating up that's going on is necessarily correct.
How do you manage those expectations with your players like Fergus, given that Australia has a reputation for being successful in the pool, rowing, and indeed on the hockey field? How do you maintain focus for the 2-week sports festival?
Well, it's an extraordinary thing because 4 years preparation is distilled into 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks is distilled into a few moments. And you can win or lose the thing in a few moments, and indeed that's really what happened to us. If the AFL Premiership was only played for once every 4 years, then there would be an extra edge to it every time it came around, and there isn't a next season and a next week, and you don't. The season doesn't go for 6 months; it goes for 2 weeks, and you play 7 games in that time. It's pretty intense.
We've got a game we want to play with you just in a moment, Rick, but I need to ask Fergus just straight out, did you play up in the village? I mean,
No,
we
of course
know.
not with the coach here.
Right.
No, of course not.
If Rick wasn't here, what would you say?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately for the hockey, we go the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's got to
So
suck.
it
That
sucks
sucks.
because the swimmers finish in the first week and then they've got their medals and you see them heading out and
And
partying.
you see that partying.
Well, not so much in the village because people are still competing
Right.
and you're not really supposed to party in the village. But you see them heading out. When you're going to breakfast, you see them coming back in.
I mean, we hear that it's a volatile hotbed of sexuality, and look, I'll be honest, I'm in touch with my sexuality, and
hugely.
Fergus, you are a good-looking young rooster. I mean, surely there must have been a little bit of attention, maybe the odd Russian gymnast, I don't know.
Oh my God.
No, well, I was giving out a lot of attention to some. We were next to the Swedish block, so that was I was well placed. Yeah.
You would have had to chain them to their rooms, wouldn't you, Rick?
Well, the hard thing is, as Fergus said, that we have to compete all the way through. And indeed, when you get to the games at the end, which are the really critical ones, everybody's packing up their baggage and getting ready to go home, and we're still playing. So it's a distracting environment.
And
of course,
Rice coming in a bikini, tweeting pictures of herself in the village every 2 seconons.
Hello.
That would be really distracting.
It was the Swedish team, which is just across, I think, which is a problem. And there were some Russian gymnasts, I think, too.
They were on the other side, yeah.
They're on the other side.
That's terrible. We should put a rule in, like, disadvantage. That's not fair. Look, we'll play a game with you, Rick, if it's okay. As Paul mentioned, you have been his childhood hero, and you both have something in common. And believe it or not, we're going to do this on 92.9, and that's explore your knowledge of Shakespeare.
My God, this is most unfair.
We're going to do that next.
Strap yourself in for the Battle of the Bard.
Battle of the Bard.
It's man on man, Shakespeare.
Are you ready for this, Rick?
You haven't really prepared me.
You've done a lot of coaching in your time, Rick, but can you take it up to Paul Hogan in Battle of the Bard? Rick, if you need, you can call upon your co-host there, Fergus. But Fergus, to be quite honest, I don't know if you're going to be any help. Best of 3 questions. You need to get 3 answers right. I will let you go first, Rick. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Put these on just in case you need to
Rick.
listen. There we go.
What Shakespearean comedy involves 2 sets of identical twins?
We went and saw it this year, didn't we, Fergus?
Yeah, we saw it at Shakespeare in the Park.
Yep. What was it?
It was Comedy of Errors.
That is...
All right, he's got an early point there.
You are correct.
Excellent work. Paul,
Yep.
what was Shakespeare's longest play?
Shakespeare's longest play. I think it's a 5-act Hamlet, isn't it?
That would be my answer.
You are correct.
Oh, that's
Point each.
tight. All right, we're going to have to go with an actual line from a Shakespeare play. Rick, this one's for you. Name the play.
Frailty, thy name is woman.
Oh my God! Oh, it's probably it's Taming of the Shrew, but I think it's wrong.
You are incorrect.
Oh, well, that's no good because that's 1 for Rick, 1 for Paul. Rick, you got 1 wrong. Paul, this one's for you.
Okay, what was the answer to that one?
That was Hamlet.
Hamlet. Okay. All right.
Okay, we're going to go with another audio clue, I think.
It is like a barber's chair that fits all buttocks.
What Shakespeare
Okay.
play is that from?
Now, Rick, I reckon that sounds like a comedy if a line like that is in it. Fucking barbers. I'm going to say All's Well That Ends Well.
You are correct.
Okay, Rick, you need to get one of these right. Okay. What Shakespearean play begins with the line, "If music be the food of love, play on"?
Oh, God. I'm going to say something like Midsummer Night's Dream. Down.
You are incorrect.
Okay. For Paul, and he could win this, which is very disappointing. In what Shakespearean play does Tybalt and Mercurio die after a sword fight?
Oh, God, that's not fair. You can't ask that. That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Hey?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Rick.
who
I'm
asked the-
sorry.
oh, this is a setup.
I'm sorry. But it's Romeo
Romeo and
I'm
Juliet,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
You are correct.
What about the fact that I got 2 of his questions right?
that's true.
well, I would call it a draw. Well done. Hey, thanks for coming in and playing our Battle of the Bard. I'm sure what will happen, Rick, is that you'll hear it on other radio stations.
Yeah.
But just know it was on 92.9 first. And Fergus, thank you for coming in. Congratulations on the
worries.
bronze.
Yeah, thank you
We're
very
very
much.
proud of you.
Thank you.
And we hope that your mate finds his medal.
Yeah, I hope so.
Good on you guys. The 2012 Champions Trophy is happening in Melbourne 1st to the 9th of December. You could see the Kookaburras reclaim the #1 world ranking. All the details, hockey.org.au for details. It's 7:58.
Gas, electricity, rent.